suppose it had been something that had been at the back of my mind for quite a while to get a club going in Connemara. I worked out in Connemara teaching media studies, and we had been doing a few show screenings of films to our students out in the Carrow campus, and I thought, it would be a great idea to get an art house cinema going out in Connemara somewhere. And of course we had a tradition out there in terms of Bob Quinn, who had shown films in his own house there 20 or 30 years before that, before T.G. Carr and around the times of the Gaeltacht civil rights movement, etc. So I was kind of feeding into that, and I put out the feelers, and I got in touch with a few people who were very active in the local community, and we saw an opportunity in the old schoolhouse, the Seanscoil in Indreabhán, which already had tiered red velvet seating. Was almost a cinema in many ways, because they had that for the theatre, for the drama that they show there, the Irish language drama. And so I figured all we really need is a DVD player and a projector here and a screen. So we went about investigating that, and it took a while to get that all organised and together, and it was quite, I suppose, hairy at the very beginning in terms of the screen, etc. But we got a following together, and our club now has about, I'd say 50 fully paid up members every season. We do 2 seasons every year, and we get a lot of people who come for once-off films, etc. to it. So I mean, and it's an art house cinema. There's one rule in the Seanscoil, because it's in the middle of the Gaeltacht and because it's funded by organisations whose aim is to keep the Irish language alive. They tend to they don't really want anything to be going on in English there. So this fitted perfectly with that, because most of the art house films are in other languages. So they had no issue with other languages, so we were off to a great start in one way. So we could kind of sneak in some international culture by the back door, if you like, and everyone was happy with that. Our film club is like a little old schoolhouse in a quiet rural area, and there's a little pub just 200 yards up the road, which only opens up on a Wednesday and a Sunday night. And so we moved our cinema night to coincide with that. So a good crowd of the film goers would go to that pub afterwards and have a drink and discuss the film.